been doing CrossFit pretty regularly since maybe December of last year, so almost a year now. Well, I started out in high school as a competitive cheerleader, and then got into more like distance running, marathons and stuff in college, and then started doing my own style of like boot camp style training, like intervals and stuff like that. I'd say yes, right after I started doing marathons. So I probably did like about 3 or 4 years of marathons and started focusing more on strength training. And I was more into I was teaching spin classes. I have a big aerobics background kind of. And then had always wanted to do triathlons and met up with Ben at this Globo gym that we both worked at, and he had done a handful of triathlons and was training for his first Ironman. So kind of got into triathlons then, and was kind of juggling the endurance stuff, the triathlon training with CrossFit style training, and then went more CrossFit. So the CrossFit stuff is really kind of screwing up my triathlon stuff. I went hardcore triathlons last year and the year before. Got a really sweet bike, and now I almost never use the bike. I do lots of CrossFit training, and I'm still doing pretty well in the triathlon, so that's the bonus.
Impact. Heel strike. Six frames on the ground. About 4 frames in the air. If I can get you running absolutely perfectly, doesn't matter how fast you run, doesn't matter how long you run. If you maintain that, you're not going to get injured. If you can squat perfectly, doesn't matter how intense we go, doesn't matter how heavy we go, doesn't matter how long we go. If you can still maintain that, you're not going to get injured.
Now I'm listening to what Brian has to say about all this stuff, and he clearly knows what he's talking about. So now I'm in my head trying to figure out, well, what's next season going to be like? Should I give it a run and see if I just test it out and see if I can do the endurance stuff, work all the CrossFit stuff into the triathlon training and still be good at both of them. So I don't want to. I'd love to be in a position where I don't feel like I have to pick and choose between CrossFit or triathlons or whatever the sport may be.